special shout out to Moses Praise, right? And Moses Praise, I've always said that our industry does not have a superstar ambassador. Like in comedy, you have Alibaba. Alibaba is like the top man in comedy, and the pricing of the orders always watered down from Alibaba. So if Alibaba, for instance, would take 10 million in an event, you know that the next man in line, second in command, is Basketmat. So you could put Basketmat in 8 million. And then AY, talking about AY, our hearts go to him for the fire that engulfed his house, according to the news, allegedly according to the news. I'm not there, so I wouldn't say I know what happened, but it's a fire engulfed his house, and our hearts go to him. And so you price them like that, so there's ranking. I think Moses Praise have also earned the right to be like a superstar personality in the sports media industry, and he gave us a call to attend the press, meet the press event at the Radisson.
Lagos Continental.
Yeah, Lagos Continental Hotel. We're all there, and after that we went for the combine. So in football we call it trials. In basketball too is tryouts, and in the NFL it's called combine. So we went for the combine. In other words, screening. We went for the screening, but it's a combine. That's what they call it in the NFL, and it was fun on Saturday at the Italian International School in Lekki, and then on Sunday we were at the Lagos Preparatory School, Glover Road, Ikoyi, for the championship finals between the Chiefs and the Lions. Right? The Yellow Trumpets and the Chiefs, sorry. The Yellow Trumpets and the Chiefs, and it was 40-0. It was a very beautiful one. But in all of this, we met 2 times Mr. Two Rings, not Two Shins, Mr. Two Rings, OC Umenyiora. Okay, it was there, and we also spoke to Bimbo Bankole, who talked about this. First of all, let me ask you, what was your experience like getting to know? It's your first time, right? What was your experience like?
I thank God I was there. It was a beautiful experience. I love the whole. Shout out to Moses Praise, like you said. I must say shout out to as well Babatunde Koiki as well for a wonderful,
brilliant guy.
Yeah, how he hosted the presser and all that. I really loved it. It was really wonderful. The whole NFL thing. I've been following NFL, not really deep, but I like the
excitement, the
swag, the energy of the players and all that. And there was an eye opener at the pressers. During the pressers we had over I think 100 Nigerians playing in the NFL. That's massive. That shows you the beautiful insight that young man Osi Umenyiora is trying to bring into Nigeria. The 4 teams from that Uprise Flag Football League, it's also exciting to hear that 3 of those teams are owned by Nigerians as well, who also played in the NFL or play in the NFL. The other American is retired. Bringing that into Nigeria,
just to add, this is the beautiful flyer. Because I went there, I went there to learn. I'm not in marketing, I'm not in branding with football. And I'm looking at, okay, what if the Super Six had something like this? Yeah. It's just a leaflet like this during the Super Six, and it outlined all the goals that were scored, all the results, all the yellow card, all the red cards, amount of penalties. I'm just saying. And then on the back, you see each team, their owners, their chairman, their media officer, the phone numbers. It's a very small thing, but attention to such details might just help you. Like in this case now, we know that you have the Tigers, the Chiefs, the Yellow Trumpet, and the Lions. And then their owners, okay, for the whole arrangement. And you get to get information about people like David Njoku, Emmanuel Ogba, Romeo Okwara, and Maurice Drew, who are owners of each of this team, and then the commissioner. Okay, in other federation you call president or chairman. In NFL the name is different. Usi Umenyiora is the commissioner, and for me it was very brilliant. And the path to education for me was really exciting, because you can't just do this without school. Your result must be good, and then you can play football without going to school, but for this you have to. American football, you have to be academically inclined. I think it was beautiful. Let's take a listen to what first the organizer here of the what's it called, the Uprise Flag Football League teams, the guy who organizes this, who put everything together, Bimbo Bankole, talk about the uprise, and then I'll go to
Intelligent guy as well.
very, very brilliant guy, and then talk also, we'll hear from OC talk about bringing NFL to Nigeria, which is good because we already have about 100 Nigerians playing in the NFL, and OC Umenyiora is the only Nigerian who's the two-time winner, played 10 years for the Giants. But we'll hear from him later. Let's hear from Bimbo Bankole.
Okay, so the Uprise Flag Football League itself, it's a league that was founded by our commissioner, O.C. Umenyiora. O.C. Umenyiora is an NFL veteran. He's played in the league for about 13 years before he retired, two-time Super Bowl champion, and also the champion of American football and flag football in Africa. The end goal for Uprise, opportunity. Create opportunities for a lot of the young Nigerian athletes that need something else other than what we already have now. We have basketball, we have soccer, we have all the other sports. But because of the immense talent of Nigerians that play in the NFL and the opportunity to bring those kind of athletes that are here, homegrown athletes that can play the sport, understand the sport, excel in the sport, and most importantly, change their lives and the lives of their families. That's the end goal of Uprise, to bring as many people back to the NFL, to show the NFL that we can do this here in Nigeria. The main difference in not just the NFL, but in contact football and flag football is, if you notice in contact football, you have to wear pads and helmets and the whole nine, and it's a lot more aggressive, right? It's really the physical part of it. Flag football itself is just the watered down version. It's just basically the most simple way, the simplest form of American football. That way everybody's included. We can teach the young men and the young girls how to play the sport safely and as cautiously as possible. And it's also the fundamental stage, right? So when these kids learn how to play flag, they can now go on to different levels of American football, where they now finally get to play contact. But flag football is a fundamental stage to include everyone and to learn the basic format of American football.
This is radio like you never heard before. Elegbete TV Radio, the pathfinder for radio.
And that was Bimbo Bankole explaining it in detail, what the difference between the NFL, the contact side of it, and the flag football. But then let's, the big one is the NFL. If you play grassroots football, it's like flag football is like playing grassroots football, like playing for G12, playing for Box to Balls, 36 Lion, and then NFL is like going pro, going to play in Europe, playing for AC Milan, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Liverpool, Manchester United. I know you like me to mention Liverpool anyway. So let's hear from the guy, the commissioner of the Uprise, who is bringing NFL to Nigeria and why he is bringing NFL to Nigeria, the benefits and all that. He would have to say that OC Umenyiora or Ositadima Umenyiora was born in the UK. Let's not forget, born in the UK, spent a few time here in Nigeria, went abroad. He had his own top journey as well. Sometimes you see his luck or whatever. And I think one of his response to my question, he talked about his father being a goalkeeper in Enugu back in the day, and his father is always bragging at home that he saved the penalty with his tiny finger like this. Watch out for it on our YouTube channel. You would get to see. But let's hear what Osita Dima Umenyiora have to say concerning bringing the NFL to Nigeria.
TV Radio, redefining broadcasting. Listen.
My name is O.C. Umenyiora, creator of NFL Africa, owner and operator of the Uprise, basically. Two rings came from winning 2 Super Bowls. When I was playing for the New York Giants as a defensive end, I played there for about 10 years, and I was able to win 2 Super Bowl rings, which is something that I don't think any other Nigerian has been able to do. So that's where the name 2 Rings comes from, because there's something special about Nigerian people, and not just in sports, in every single avenue of life. If you go overseas, if you take them out of this situation that we're in and you put them in a situation where there are things that are working, you'll see that they succeed. So all they need is opportunity. We have the intelligence, we have the athleticism, everything that's prerequisite to having success. Nigerian people have it, so all we have to do now is give them as many opportunities as possible. It's a very simple thing to do. First of all, it's now American football. That's why we say, not football, American style. That's basically what American football is, right? But really, the thing that holds a lot of people back is the infrastructure needed to play American football. You see them with the helmet, the equipment, all that type of stuff. But when I was in America, once we started playing the game, there was none of that. It was just you get a ball, You throw it, somebody will catch it, and you run. So you fall in love with the game that way. It's a very simple thing to do. All we need to do now is bring as many of the footballs over, tell people, hey, listen, it's touch football, you don't need all this equipment, and the game is going to explode. Because the opportunities that it provides a lot more opportunities than any other sport, really, as you can tell by the amount of Nigerians and Africans who are in the NFL right now. And we've taken guys who are been on the streets of Lagos last year, they're in the NFL right now. We have a special, unique ability to be able to play this game, but the people here just don't know about it. So the more we introduce it, the more we give people opportunities, the game is going to explode. Well, first, it's on us. I'm talking about like the NFL and, the people who understand football. It's on us to let people know what's going on, right? Because for the most part, what you just said about how there's 100 players, nobody here knows that, right? So the more they hear that, they'll be like, wait, how are there so many players over there? Then what do they do, right? And then you see a lot of these guys that, look at them, they're playing this game, they've never played it before, they just go on YouTube, and it becomes natural to them because we just have that innate ability to be able to play this game better than pretty much everybody. So they go on TV, they go on YouTube, they start to watch, they start to study. We start to introduce more leagues, more flag leagues, more touch football leagues, all those things, and you see the game start to take off from there. And people will go from there, we'll hold the camps, people show up to the camps, we give them the opportunities, and it grows from there. Yeah, keep the hope up, man, keep the hope alive. We're gonna find you and we're gonna give you opportunities. That's what we're here for. We're going to give you as many chances as possible to make something better of your life. I think I was given that opportunity, and I think a lot of people want to do charity, right? They want to say, hey, we'll come here and we'll build wells and we'll do all this stuff. Well, I'm a firm believer that Nigeria's natural talent is the people, and as much opportunity as we can give them to shine, that's what's going to make our country even better.
Elegbete TV Radio, we dare to lead. You are listening to Elegbete TV Radio.